Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy, the man in black, the bad wolf. What do we got going on today? What the goings on is now? All right, let me see what the boys got on the docket. Today we'll be talking about federal tort claims and the Federal Tort Claims Act. Okay. Boom. So, okay, so the Federal Tort Claims Act litigation section. The Torts Branch Federal Tort Claims Litigation Section, FTCA, defends the United States in a wide range of complex and often controversial suits filed under the Federal Tort Claims Act, enacted in August 2 of 1946. The Federal Tort Claims Act provides a limited waiver of the United States immunity from suit, allowing claims for damages, for injury or loss of property, personal injury or death caused by the negligent or wrongful act and omissions of any employee of the government while acting within the scope of his or her employment under circumstances where the United States, if a private person would be liable to the claimant in accordance with the law of the place where the act or omission occurred. Bum, bum, bum. Now, within them, this section, the director has the ability to grant up to $1 million. For settlements in excess of that, the director makes recommendations to higher level Department of Justice officials. Okay, so they can't go higher than that. But that's where they're at. So now, let's see here. We don't need that screen. Don't need that screen. Don't need that one. Not that one. Not today. Okay. So we need, what I want to bring up, standard form 95. Okay. So I was reading that from the Department of Justice. Yeah, now we're going to share the screen, if you know what I mean. Boom, shaka, laka, shaka, laka, shaka, laka. So this covers, guys, anybody who is a part of the U.S. government, your various law enforcements, your postal, your whatever. If they are considered under the U.S., did they take off your plate? Did they steal it? Did they bruise you when they handcuffed you? Did they take you down? You didn't get to see or talk to a magistrate? They denied you your to talk to a commanding officer. Now, mind you, this is if you are operating as a private person, even though I guess this is for U.S. citizens as well, but it's more so limited. But if you've done everything correct in your right to travel, okay, remember, this is for U.S., this is for non-U.S. citizens or state citizens, nationals, foreign nationals, private persons here, people in their own private micronations, okay? Your claim for damage, injury, or death. Okay, read the instructions. Easy peasy, guys. Submit to appropriate federal agency. Okay, well, your Department of Justice, I would send them a copy, and you can send the law enforcement. I would send it right to the chief of that department or the head, sheriff or whoever. Okay. Name and address of the claimants, the date, and just read the instructions and put it in there. Now, one of the things you don't want to do is you don't want to go too low. So you want to make sure that your claim is over 10 grand. Okay. This puts it on the Fed level. But then you don't want to be too ridiculous and go over really $1 million. So anywhere between $10,000 to $1 million, you're going to be in the Goldilocks zone, which is going to make them take you serious and get you taken care of. This is your tort right here. People keep asking me, how do I do a tort? Where's a tort? Here it is. You're going to read through this. I certify that everything here, all the damage did occur. And for the love of baby Jesus, make sure that it occurred. Do not try to file these on some frivolous thing, or you didn't have everything done right. You can't be like, well, I was traveling. Well, it says here that you didn't close out your stuff. You didn't put your vehicle in a trust. You didn't do all these things right. Looks to me like you were enjoying the privilege of driving. Okay. But nonetheless, it doesn't mean you still can't file it if you didn't have everything perfect, because damage was still done. That's what it is at the end of the day. But the more things you can do right, the stronger it will be in your favor. This needs to be done within 2 years, okay? Some states will usually say, oh, well, we only entertain that for up to a year. Well, guess what? The government says up to 2. But I would still file it within 1. That way you're within everybody's happy zone, except for the people who are going to get whammed. Okay? This is it. Not a hard concept to get, not a hard thing to fill out. Standard Form 95, that is it. Okay? Did they take your passport? Did they take your property? Did they take your book? Take your whatever? Did they destroy it? Did they tow your car? Did they embarrass you? Did they hurt you? Did you have bruises? This is where you get your compensation. That's it. That's it. Easy peasy, guys. Stop letting these people who are doing their jobs wrong abuse you. If they don't want to be admirable, then we will choke their systems with these forms and with lawsuits. Not frivolous ones, but real ones, okay? So many people out there are letting them just walk all over them. They get a little slap on the wrist. Well, guess what? Time to slap a little harder. They have no problem slapping them cuffs on you, cutting off circulation and bruising you, doing nerve damage, embarrassing you, and they don't know how to do their job. So also based on that, from the last video, I told everybody, go to your state's legislation website. If you're going to do right to travel, check it out. Exemption of non-residents and foreign registered vehicles. If you have your own micronation, have a paper in there that shows that you're operating from your micronation. This is your registration. Get your stamper with your seals on there. Okay, maybe I'll make a foreign registration one and letter of non-resident you guys can get. How about that? Okay, I get some time, I'll make that file up, give it to you guys for a low cost so you can make your own. That'll be on Black Site 32 at some point in time in the next week or 2. But you also want to get this, get the code, download their code from their legislative website, exemption of non-resident and foreign registered vehicles. Follow the information. It has to be a non-resident. Has to have a plate with your jurisdiction on it. Has to abide by all the rules of the road. It's not that hard. Here it is. Boom. Get off me, son. Get all your papers together. Matter of fact, I think I'll make another right to travel video at some point in time, and I'll be like, these are all the things you need to have in there. List it all. I know they're all in the videos, but let's make one shebang. Okay? Everything you need to have in your binder and what you need to do. The ultimate guide to right to travel. Okay. So as I just read, guys, it's not that you can't do it. You just don't know how to do it. You've been operating poorly in business. You don't know how to do commerce. Now, I'm not saying all of you, because heck, I'm still learning. I didn't know that code was there. Like I said, I knew we could do it. I just didn't know that all I had to do was print it out and be like, bam, Go through my folder player. Otherwise, it's additional fines for deprivation of rights, 1983, Code 241, 242. Federal lawsuit for that AZZ. All right, that's it for that little piece. Talk to you guys later.